my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much and remain blessed. Whenever you look my video, whenever you watch my video, share the video to all platforms. Share it to family and friends. Share it in your WhatsApp group so that people can get information on what is happening in the contraption called Nigeria, mainly against the Biafrans, against the Duduas, against the indigenous people in the contraption called Nigeria. I try as much as possible to set the record straight. I don't preach hate speech. I don't speak against people. I set the record straight. The only important thing I do here is to make sure that the plight of the people remains on the front burner and the world will know the true story of what is going on in the contraption called Nigeria.
Councillor of Rivers State, Samuel Wanosike, has now joined us to respond to some of the things said by Dokurbo in that interview. Good to have you join us, Dr. Wanosike.
Thank you very much for the opportunity of giving us this platform.
All right, very good. Let's talk about the issue of the political landscape. Asari Dokurbo, as you all know, is a well-renowned activist in the Niger Delta. So he's quite critical of Governor Nyesom Wike currently regarding his presidential bid. What are your thoughts there?
First of all, you see, the problem we have in this country is that people are not really getting the real information about individuals because you see them from afar. We in Rivers State and we from Niger Delta, we are aware that Asari Dokurbo is not a Niger Delta activist because we know the mayhem Asari Dokurbo has created for the Niger Delta people. And after his incarceration in the underground with the Nigerian security agents, and when he returned, we know Asari Dokurbo has lost his mind. He's not in his right senses. Because when you even see the way he speaks, you will understand that he is not a man anybody takes serious, most especially from where we come from in the Niger Delta. As far as we are concerned, talking about Governor Nyesom Wike in this manner shows clearly you can see a man who does not understand the current reality of life. Governor Nyesom Wike is the pride of the Rivers people. Governor Nyesom Wike is the man that has shown us that Rivers State can be rebuilt with the resources even in difficult times. Governor Nyesom Wike has fought insecurity in the Niger Delta. Look at his performance during the COVID-19, how he took the interests of the Rivers people because he swore an oath to protect the lives and the property of the people of Rivers State. Governor Nyesom Wike has also, in recent time, has fought illegal oil refineries and their perpetrators to make sure the people of Rivers State stay alive. That is a man that understands why he's in office. That is a man that understands why he took an oath to say he will protect the lives and the property and improve in the welfare of the people of Rivers State. People know what Rivers State used to be like before now. And if you if you come to Rivers State today, you will see the tremendous miracle Nyesom Wike has done. His urban renewal project has turned around all our spheres as Rivers people. And he's saying, the magic I have done in Rivers State can be replicated in Nigeria. I will fight insecurity when I get an opportunity to be the Nigerian president. I will make sure our economy is improved in diverse level. I will see it that this issue of democracy and the rule of law, it is what it is as provided by the Constitution. The Constitution cannot say a different thing and leaders are doing a different thing. Leaders are shifting the goalposts as it suits them. The likes of Asari Dokurbo does not understand the culture of an Ikwere man. He was talking about Nyesom Wike holding a machete in a rally he went to. Nyesom Wike is a complete Ikwere man. And in our Ikwere culture, when your people receive you, they tie a wrapper around your waist and they give you a machete because we are traditionally farmers. It means they are asking you as their warrior to continue in the good work you're doing to make sure you improve their life and their livelihood. Nyesom Wike is a man of class. Those that are his friends and his colleagues will tell you he's not a man that does not understand the current reality. So as far as we are concerned, we don't know where Asari Dokurbo is coming from. We don't know his mental alertness as he speaks now. You cannot call a man, a Niger Delta activist, a man who is saying publicly that we have
already has a dwindling economy. He also mentioned that the government also needs to give the job of securing the Niger Delta pipelines to competent individuals. And he said when it comes to foreign companies exiting the country and handing over to local hands, sometimes things get worse because those foreign companies seek to protect their reputation, but these individuals that they're handed over to don't necessarily have a reputation to protect. So do you agree with the solutions that he's preferred when it comes to this issue of oil theft and the state of the Niger Delta at the moment, or do you have any better solutions at this time?
I listened to your interview with Asari Dokurbo, and from the beginning to the end, there was no clear-cut solution he provided. The solutions are clear. The IOCs and the federal government is aware that they are and their workers are complicit in the stealing of crude in the Niger Delta. And it's only the federal government and the security apparatus that can change. That's why we are complaining that, listen, we need to rejig our security architecture. If we have state police and we have a local government police, and these pipelines are crisscrossing my local government and other local governments in the Niger Delta, and we have our own security, we know these persons. We will go and make sure nobody undertakes this venture anymore. In fact, because of the activities we did in the Korean local government, we accused Shell particularly and their collaborators. Say, look, these illegal lines initiated by these oil thieves are in your major lines, and you cannot go and tamper with that major flow lines if you don't have an informant inside that IOC company working. And so what we are saying is that the federal government should be sincere in doing this battle. They should come to the aid of the state government and the local government. And we must go back to rejig the security architecture of our country and allow, like it is done in other democracies, like in America and others, where we have state police and local government policies, what you call county policies. Because you just don't sit down in Abuja and say you have given instruction to security agents to do X, Y, Z. Meanwhile, in course of our activities, security agents have been arrested, have been found complicit on national television that they are the ones giving cover to these oil thieves. So Asari Dokurbo is just speaking because the current government have not given him an opportunity to secure pipelines. He is aware, he knows. He's calling figures because he was part of those who created this crisis through their issues that they have done. Rivers people know the truth. We know who Asari Dokurbo is. We know his role in destruction of oil facilities. We know his role in attacking the Niger Delta communities in whatever name he has done. So we are saying clearly, it is the federal government sitting down with the state and the local government to rejig our security architecture so that we can solve this problem once and for all. And that's the truth.
Indeed, and despite Asari Dokurbo's past deeds, as it were, he says oil bunkering and pipeline vandalism is the worst thing to have happened to the Niger Delta region. Are you in agreement? And to a large extent, how did it get to this stage? It didn't just happen right now, but it's been on for years.
That's what we're saying, sir. We're saying that, can we know where we are coming from? Because a man who does not know where he is coming from doesn't know where he's going. Some set of people initiated this crisis. At the time they were going about it, they never activists. No. Asari Dokurbo was part of those that encourage what has happened to our environment. History has it. We can't forget our history. We are aware of his role in bringing in security and causing this destruction of our pipelines. Even him, Asari Dokurbo, is part of those who were struggling in NNPC to get that pipeline protection job. NNPC will give you the record. He's there. You can go and find out. The truth of the matter is that you don't go and beat a drum inside the forest and come out and say who is beating the drum. Asari Dokurbo is involved in all the evil that had happened to the Niger Delta people. We are in River State, we are alive. We know how he armed young boys and young women to go into critical destruction of lives and property. It is on record. In the name of whatever fight he said he fought then. See, let me tell you something. We cannot be deceived. A man cannot destroy the lives and the property of the people of Niger Delta and turn around and is making stories. Maybe because today the government of the day is not looking at his direction. When he was part of those who stole in the name of agitation, when he was part of those who led to the killing and destruction of the life of a lot of Niger Delta people. We are here. We live here. We know what he did. So he's not competent and qualified to even speak. He does not have any moral justification to speak. In fact, people like Asari Dokurbo in a sane society should be behind bars as far as we are concerned, because as far as we are concerned, he's a criminal. And that is the truth.
Dr. Nyesom, I'm sure even Asari Dokurbo has his rights as an individual to give his thoughts on the state of the Niger Delta, just as you do. But let's talk about some specific here. Asari Dokurbo initially applauded Governor Wike's efforts on illegal refineries or artisanal refineries in his region, but described it as a show, as it were, that didn't last long, and that the pollutant black suit is back. I'd also like you to give specifics on what Ikwere local government is like, of which you are the chairman, in terms of the scenario regarding the black suit, artisanal illegal refineries as well. What efforts are you making in that direction?
You see, that was why I was saying that Asari Dokurbo has a mental challenge as far as we are concerned. He's aware that in the Ikwere local government, we have destroyed, shredded and destroyed over 285 illegal refinery sites. None is in existence as we speak today in the Ikwere local government. Your cameramen were there, they have visited. Your cameramen, led by one of Viteme George and his team, came, we took them around. Even the Chief of Defense Staff and the GMD of NNPC and the Minister for Safety for Petroleum recently visited our neighboring local government, called them our local government, and they applauded the Korean local government because we did a zero clean. As we speak today, no illegal refining site is standing and will ever stand in the Korean local government by the grace of God. So as far as we are concerned, we don't do show. As the boys so we can declare the war on illegal refinery and their operators, and that war is on. The day before yesterday, we are in court. Those who have been tried, the local government lawyers were in court to make sure the prosecution is on. See, as far as you are concerned, we don't just talk. Come down to River State with your team and see for yourself what is happening. As the boys so we currently donated boats to ply the waterway to the Nigerian military, because he wants this war to be totally fought. So if a man have done this and you turn around and say he was just doing show, then people will ask questions. Because if international communities through their media has visited the site and has applauded the boys on Wike on the great job they have done, and Rivers people are happy that the suit level has disappeared, the question is Asari Dokurbo living in Rivers State or not? That's the truth. So
when it comes to solutions, he made a few suggestions saying that the government needs to make a decision to save, I'm quoting him verbatim actually, to save the lives of the people, pointing out that the cost of having to...
Thank you so much for your patience to watch from the beginning to the end. I hope you have learned something from the video you have just watched. The video you have just watched is to bring information to your doorstep and for educational purpose. It is not to demonize anybody. Let us watch continuously and see who can be able to make a sense out of every nonsense we are seeing. We must continue. We move. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is here. Thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you and remain blessed. Bye-bye. See you again.